Let me tell y'all something. One of the biggest roadblocks standing between you and your success is your own mind. Yeah, that's right. It ain't your boss, it ain't your past, it ain't even your haters. It's you. More specifically, it's that habit of overthinking every little thing. Overthinking is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't take you anywhere. You sit there running every scenario through your mind, analyzing every little detail, questioning every decision, and by the time you're done, you're exhausted, but still in the exact same place. It's a mental trap, and once you fall into it, it's hard to climb out. Some people think overthinking is a form of preparation, but let's be real, it's not. Preparation means you make a plan and take action. Overthinking means you sit there, doubting yourself, replaying past mistakes, and worrying about things that may never happen. And what does that get you? Stress, frustration, and wasted time. The worst part is, overthinking doesn't just slow you down, it stops you altogether. How many times have you talked yourself out of a good idea because you overanalyzed it? How many opportunities have you missed because you kept waiting for the perfect moment? Overthinking creates problems that didn't even exist in the first place. You'll start imagining obstacles, assuming failure, and before you know it, you've convinced yourself not to even try. It also affects your peace of mind. When you overthink, you carry the weight of things that aren't even real yet. You're worried about people's opinions, afraid of making mistakes, stressing over what ifs, and none of that is helping you move forward. Instead of using your mind as a tool to solve problems, you're using it to create them. You ever notice how kids don't overthink? When they want something, they go for it. They don't sit around asking, what if I fail? They just act. But as we get older, we start letting fear creep in. We start playing it safe, doubting ourselves, worrying too much. And all that does is keep us from living the life we were meant to live. Too many people spend their time and energy worrying about things that are completely out of their control. They stress over how other people feel about them, what someone else is doing, or whether things will go exactly as planned. But the truth is, no matter how much you think about it, wish for it, or try to force it, you cannot control everything. Life has a way of moving on its own terms, and trying to control things that aren't yours to control will only leave you frustrated and exhausted. You can't control how someone treats you, but you can control how you respond. You can't control what opportunities come your way, but you can control how prepared you are when they do. You can't control the setbacks that life throws at you, but you can control whether you let them stop you or use them as fuel to push forward. The moment you stop fighting for control over everything is the moment you take your real power back. Think about how much energy is wasted stressing over things that are out of your hands. You can't control the economy, but you can control how you manage your money. You can't control whether people support you, but you can control how hard you work. You can't control time, but you can control how you use it. When you start shifting your focus to what you can do instead of what you can't, your life changes. Too often, people get stuck because they're waiting for everything around them to be perfect. They're waiting for people to change, for the situation to improve, for everything to line up just right. But none of that is up to you. What is up to you is what you do with what you've got. Focusing on what you can control means putting your energy into your actions, your mindset, your habits, and your faith. That's where real progress happens. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck, and overthinking is just fear disguised as logic. When people overthink, they convince themselves they're being careful, weighing their options, or planning ahead. But in reality, they're just letting fear talk them out of action. Fear makes you second guess yourself, replay worst case scenarios, and come up with excuses that sound like valid reasons. It's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you're afraid of what might happen if you do it. Fear doesn't always show up as panic or anxiety. Sometimes it shows up as perfectionism. You keep telling yourself you'll start when you have more information, when you're more skilled, or when the timing is right. But the truth is, deep down, you're just scared of failing. Fear convinces you to keep gathering information instead of taking action. It makes you believe you need more time when what you really need is courage. Overthinking and fear work together to keep you from moving forward. Every time you let doubt creep in, every time you question whether you're good enough, every time you worry about what other people will say, you're giving fear more power. And the more power you give it, the harder it is to break free.